All right, we're working on a 2011 Nissan Altima. We're gonna do the valve cover. You got to make sure you put that jack underneath with a piece of wood. Take those 2 millimeters, 10 millimeters out. Little 10 millimeter bolts or screws. Bolts. Yeah, just take these things off. Those are ground cables. That's that bone, that fish, the wishbone, I think it's called, or something. That's the motor mount. Take that off. I think it's an 18. 18. I used to wrench on it. Take that 18 off. You see the little power steering thing that's right there? You gotta take that off. See how I pry it off? Yeah, just pry it off and then it'll come right off. Has a little thing in the back. You just gotta pry it off. Yeah, I had messed up and take that off. You don't need to take it off. All right, so unscrew it. Yep, take it off. See, that one's broken. So if yours is good, it's gonna be a little bit of a mission to take it off. You might have to loosen it up from the other bolt that's on there. And then you just got to start unscrewing the other stuff. I'm over here checking out. See the alternator, make sure that the alternator bolt, the one on the bottom that's holding the alternator at the bottom, make sure it's tight, because this one wasn't tight. I don't know whoever did it before, whoever did the alternator before, they ain't tighten it. And when I took those both off, the alternator went flying to the front. I had to use my Superman strength to put it back. So make sure, I already have fixed, well, no, I haven't fixed it there. You'll see, I fixed it. I didn't show it on the video, but I did tighten it up from the bottom. Just take those off. I think from 2007 to 2013, it might be the same. I believe so. It's a 2.5 4-cylinder. They suffer from the oil leaks. You know, take all the coils off. Yeah, just take the coils off. The harness, so that harness goes all the way down to the air compressor. Just unplug it from the air compressor, and then you'll be able to flip the harness up all the way to the back. I forgot to show that part, but yeah, it's easy. This job doesn't really take that long. You know, if you have the right tools and you know, you don't stop to think that much, it'll take a while. See, it's holding on. So you got it. So okay, so you got to unscrew it from the alternator, and you got to unscrew it from then you got to unplug it. Yeah, that man was saying.
On a hot day, I know.
He was telling me. He was trying to talk to me right there. So what's up, bro? So yeah, so then you got to just take that off. Boom, boom. That's the hose for the air cleaner. Then that other hose is right there for the PVC, for the PCV valve. That thing is crispy. So you might as well just buy a new hose and put it on there, because that hose is gonna break. All right, so then I'm taking off that piece. So that piece is the main part that you have to, that's what you gotta put the jack underneath. Because if you don't put the jack underneath,
Make sure
you take that off, that engine's gonna fall. I mean, it's not gonna fall to the ground, but it's gonna fall on that side. And then you're gonna strip the bolts, and man, it's gonna be a mission. So those are 13, I believe, 14, yeah, 13. No, those are 14. It's weird, this car has 13 millimeter bolts. So that's weird, I don't know what it is at.
Battery, but I didn't.
All right, so yeah, just take those off. Boom, boom, boom. You can fast forward this. Take that off, take that off, take that off. Yeah, don't mind the dirtiness around the car. It's a lot of leaves. Oh, I forgot. Before you do the alternator, you gotta disconnect your battery. All right. I did that last because, you know, I know what I'm doing, but disconnect your battery. That's the first thing you gotta do. All right. First thing you gotta do is disconnect your battery. Disconnect it. Because if not, when you take that alternator power cable off, yeah, it's gonna cause a big explosion. All right, so you got that bolt right there. That's the one you gotta take off. You don't gotta take off that piece that's on it, that's holding from the, you know, what you call it. But you don't gotta take that off. You just gotta take the, hold on, let's do that now. Yeah, just take those off. You can fast forward as you want. It's pretty straightforward, man. Like, to be honest, it's not that difficult. The battery died. Take all that off. Take all that off. I should fast forward this. I'm messy. I'm a messy worker, but I've been doing it for so long that, man, I just put anything anywhere now. Any tools everywhere. I used to be neat though. I used to put everything like in a little cup with numbers and you know, like this goes here, this goes there. Not no more. All right, you take that off. You see how easy that comes off? You can wipe it down, clean it, what you want to do. And then this is where the fun starts. You got to get that 10 millimeter socket and start taking off. So I didn't show you how to take off the coils, but it's pretty straightforward. It's just 10 millimeter bolts. Take off the coils, and then you just take off all the little bolts around the valve cover. It's a bunch of little 10 millimeter bolts. Make sure they don't fall inside your spark plug thing. Take those off, and now you pry it off. It's gonna be crispy, so you gotta, you know, make sure you like pry it off. It don't matter if it breaks because you're gonna put a new one, but you don't want nothing going inside, you know. So you don't want to break it and then have pieces inside the head, you know. There you go. You see how that thing came out? That thing is crispy, man. Yeah. That thing was leaking like crazy. The inside of the spark plugs, them things were drenched in oil. All right, so we take that off. We just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I just clean it up with a rag, and then, you know, I just wipe it down before I spray it, because then I'm gonna spray it with some brake cleaner. I spray the whole thing. I was hearing people saying, you can't let the brake cleaner fall in the thing because it's not good. Man, I've been doing this so long. I've been using brake cleaner all my life. I use that on my hands when I finish the job. I put brake cleaner all over my hands. It burned a lot, but it cleaned my hands though. You see what I'm doing? I'm cleaning the borders, all the corners of the head. Right, it has little silicone, because you gotta put silicone on those little borders, on those little corners. You gotta make sure you put silicone on those little corners. All right, and then I spray it. See, boom, 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 boom. And then you go again. You know, you wipe it down. Make sure it's clean. You know, that's the thing. That's just the main goal. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you don't got no gunk, no old silicone on them little corners. You know, that's the key. You know, make sure it's clean. You know, get some brake cleaner, clean all that. See that? Yeah, just clean it. Don't be shy with the brake cleaner. They're not that expensive. You can get some for like $4. I get my nail. I have my little, you know, I get my nail and I wipe and scrape it down with my nail too. You know. Yep. Nice and clean. And then I'll blast it on the inside. There you go. Because that's where all the oil was falling on and it was smoking because of the exhaust. You know? Yeah, I just spray everything, man. And then now you're gonna see the little silicone what I use. I use a little silicone. You see I'm using my nail. Because, you know, if you have long nails, you'll be able to get the silicone off, the little pieces that stay on there. Then you got the new one, you know, it's red, nice looking little valve cover. I told the lady, so this is what I do. I told the lady, get yourself the aluminum one, all right? Don't get the little plastic one. The plastic one is probably a little bit cheaper, but you're gonna run into the same issue over and over again because they're plastic. So she got the aluminum one. She got the little nice, I think they had yellow too. They had yellow, but she got the red one though. It looks nice. You see what I'm doing in every corner? It's easy. And then when you get the boom, you get that, put it on. So this is the tricky part though. When you put this on, you gotta make sure you could lube up the little spark plug O-rings or seals, whatever. You could lube them up for it could fall a little bit easier. But what I usually do is that I put it on and then I get my finger and I start playing with it around, you know what I'm saying? The inside, because that way I can seat it. I'll be able to seat it where it's supposed to go. You see what I'm doing right there with my finger? Just seating it, you know? I mean, it's still gonna be seated good, but you want to make sure it's actually in, like, it's, you know, it's wrapping around that thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want it to leak, man. That's the last thing you do. You want, that's why we fit, you know, we changing the valve cover in the first place. I mean, you know, it's gonna seat it because that's where it's supposed to go, you know. But you see what I'm doing with my fingers? Just making sure it's like nice and seated, you know. And I'm wiggling it. I'm wiggling it at the same time, and I'm doing it at the same time. I'm telling y'all gotta do that. Y'all gotta do that. Don't just like fast forward the video and just, you know, see. No, just these are tips. All right, these are tips that you gotta follow. Oh, there's another one. When you put these bolts on, all right, make sure that when you tighten it, you tighten it in like in a cross sequence. All right, don't tighten it up like, you know, like there and then you go to no. You gotta tighten. Look what I do. I tighten it up in sequence, like in a cross sequence. You see what I'm doing? You don't gotta do exactly like I do, but the thing here is doing it in a cross sequence. You know, then I go there and then I go to the other one on the other side across it from it. You see like that, you know, because to be honest, I mean, if you do it all around, it might still be okay. But listen, I don't want to go ahead and do this and do it wrong and then have to come back and, you know, take everything apart because I ain't tightening it like it was supposed to be tightening it, and now it's like leaking from the side or some shit. I don't know. So now just do that. Just do it like that. That's how I was taught when I was in school. You know, that's how you do the heads too. When you see with the heads, it's different because that's more important. But anyways, this is a valve cover, so. And then it's almost done. So I'm almost done. See, easy. So I'm not gonna put everything back together on the video. You know, you could go back and see the sequence that I did, but it's basically the same thing. Just put everything back like it goes, and that's it.